Alright folks, look what I got here. This is a modified Drozd Blackbird made in Russia by Baikal Company. And this is probably the second power level you can get. Alright, like this first power level was 600 rounds a minute. This is the 1200 version, rounds a minute, full auto. And you can actually do a step above that. You can go 2000 rounds a minute, but you got to get a new motherboard on there. It's called the Surgy board. Anyway, here's the old barrel. As you see, it's not very long. It's actually, I don't know if you can see in there, it actually only comes to about where my thumb is at, so it's only like an 8 or 9 inch barrel, the original one. And it's rifled. Don't need that with BBs. This barrel here is 15 inches long, man. It's smooth bore, goes all the way to the end here. Much longer, much more power. So we're not going to fiddle with the chrony because I already did it, and I'll just tell you that it was 750 feet per second. So it range actually 730 to 750. That's scooting for a BB, man. This thing thumps. So here's my setup. I'll move this out of the way. This is the way I use it. This is a high pressure air. It's not CO2. It will work on CO2, but high pressure air, I like this better. Now the valve is output at 850. My next mod that I'm going to do, the only step up I'm going to do is get a new valve for this that goes at 1000 psi. It'll output 1000 psi, so it'll give me a little, maybe it'll hit 800 feet per second with this, and that's about tops I want to do. Plus, if you go over 1000 psi on this, on the output, then you have to have 15.3 volts in here, batteries in here. So I'm going to stop at that point, do 1000 on this tank, maybe get 1000 output valve on this tank. And I use this for the bulk tank. I got a little hook here that I hook on my belt, so I can shoot, probably get 600 shots out of this little tank. Probably get 205 or so with this one. This is a 13 cubic inch tank. This is I forget, 64 maybe, or 45, I can't remember. Anyway, so this one, you know, I can pick it up like this and just rock it like that. See? Isn't that cool? The hose doesn't have to hang off me. Of course, on the big tank, I just hang it off me when I'm shooting a whole lot, like maybe today. So we're going to do a few shots with this thing. Like I said, it crined at 750, so we don't have to do that. We're just going to shoot, maybe do a little accuracy test at about 15 yards. You know, it is a BB gun. It's not that accurate, but then we'll shoot some full auto stuff. Then we'll destroy something. Alright, so we'll be back here in a minute. Alright, so here we are at 15 yards with the Drozd Blackbird, modified by Ray at DrozdMax.com, so shout out to him. It's a good job. So we're at 15 yards. It's not going to be very accurate, I tell you that right now. I just practiced it. It's going to be all over the place, but it's really not the point of this gun, is it? We'll see what it does at 15 yards at single shots. I'm using the iron sights. If I had a scope, it might help. Probably not. Woo! All over the place. Anyway, it's my homemade stand for target shooting. There's an air gun range here in Ashland, Oregon, so I use this for target shooting with my Marauder. Right, let's go see how it did. Well, there you go. 15 yards. Not very accurate. What'd you expect? It's a BB gun, right? I don't think even if I had a scope, it might tighten it up a little bit, but I can see those suckers just kind of like an airsoft gun. Those suckers, those little BBs just start to wander, roll in the air. Anyway, we'll do some full auto stuff. It's not the point of this. We're in the ballpark though, right? The point of this is to be in the ballpark with this gun. Alright, let's go do some full auto at the target, then we'll destroy something cool. Be back in a sec. Alright, so let's do a little full auto, maybe burst mode. We got it on 1200 rounds a minute. We'll do a 3-round burst first. See how fast it goes? Woohoo! I like it. Alright. Full auto, baby. Here we go. What's wrong with this thing? Does it freeze up? Could be out of BBs. Huh, let me check. Well, what you know, I ran out of BBs during the shooting of full auto, but we got more. We'll put some more in there. There you go, in the ballpark. 3-round burst and full auto. A lot of them hit the tree, that's for sure. But if that's your intended target, like a, I don't know, big animal, or a person breaking into your house, he's gonna be hurting. That's for sure. Alright, let's go fill it up and maybe shoot some tomato cans. See that stuff spray everywhere. Oh yeah. Alright, here we are. With the Drozd Blackbird, we're going to destroy some tomato soup cans. Because we can. Here we go. 1,200 rounds a minute. We moved in, by the way. We're about 10 yards now, just so we don't get any flyers hitting my cameras. Sometimes you get a freeze up. Yeah, it actually freezes up a little bit on this HPA still. Ooh, I can smell tomato soup all the way up here. Minced meat. Alright. I think that's enough destruction. Let's go check out camera 2 and see how we did. A little skipping going on. Maybe I gotta tweak it a little bit, but that's okay. Alright, I'm here at camera 2. Let's pick it up. See how we did. I'll back it off a little bit. Look at that. Minced meat. Wow, that would hurt. Look at that, man. Shredded it to pieces. Blood and guts. That's what I was going for. The blood and guts look. Oh, man. Shredded that sucker. Look at that. Woo. Even with a few skipping, it was just destructive. If that was some bone or a skull or something, it would just drill right through it. Look at the back of that. Oh my God. Wow. Destructive power of the Drozd Blackbird. Big juicy mess. Look at that. Love it. Alright, let's go wrap it up. Do a little conclusion video of this the modified Drozds and see what we can do. Alright, wrapping it up here. The Drozd is one bad sucker, that's what it is. Tank was started at 3,000, now it's down to like 500 PSI. So anyway, what's the conclusion here? It's pretty cool machine. It did skip a little bit. One time I think it jammed up. I had to empty out the BBs here. Here's the de-jammer. Press the button, they fall out. Empty out of the magazine, and then just turn it back on, and it was fine. So it had one jam up, and then it's like it was freezing up or something. It's like the BBs couldn't keep up with the airflow. I don't know if I need to up the voltage a bit or not, but first 100 come out are just smoking. CO2 wouldn't even made it past 25 or 30. It'll froze up really quick. So it's about 70 degrees out here right now. Anyway, still pretty good, man. Worth the 300 bucks I paid for this. The upgrade, so $750 in all, something like that. I like it. I like it. Alright, that concludes this little shootout here with this cool gun here. Take care, folks.